Hello class, this is your teacher Alan Lucero, and today we're going to see grammar reference. No? In this grammar reference from Unit 1, we're going to see the present simple versus the present continuous. Remember, when we talk about present simple and continuous, okay, they talk about the present but in different ways. No? For example, here we have the first part, it's present simple, and it says, we use the present simple to talk about facts, habits, and routines. Routines? Yes. For example, activities that you always do. For example, I get up in the morning, I listen to the Holy Mass, I eat, for example, in Holy Week, I eat fish. No, those are activities. No, for the simple present. In the case of routine, something that you do frequently. No, frequently. Habits, maybe something that it's always in your life. No, for example, every Sunday I go and listen to the Holy Mass. No, in the case of routines, I can say I play soccer every Sunday. In the case of facts, it's like, for example, I like cold weather. Cold weather, okay. It's for everybody it's freezing, but for me it's okay. No, it's a fact. For example, here I have some exercises. Number one says, my sister likes cold weather. No, it's a fact. I go to school early every day. In this case, every day is used with this tense, the present simple. Remember, he doesn't like fish. No, it's like a fact. No, he doesn't like fish. We don't live in Malaga. No, this is a negative sentence. Do you live in France? Where does she live? In those cases are questions, but be careful because in the first questions your answers are is going to be like yes I do or no I don't. No, do you live in France? Yes I do. In the case of where that she lives, in this case you need to answer with a sentence. Where does she lives? Okay, she lives in Cañete. Yes, she lives in San Vicente. She lives in Imperial. She lives in Kilmana. She lives in Mara. So you can answer in that way. But we need to be careful. So with a simple present or present simple, okay, present, excuse me, for the present simple, excuse me, once again, simple, you need to be careful that we're going to use some auxiliary, no? Auxiliary. And in this case, the auxiliaries are two. Could be do or does. Pay attention. And also, there is a negative form. No, hay una forma negativa. You can say don't, or you can say doesn't. Okay? Doesn't. Remember, do, does, and the negative form don't and doesn't. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to do it much better. Excuse me. Oh, let's wait. Okay, this is here. No, 4. This is here. Okay, faster. Do and does. In the negative form, done and doesn't. Okay, faster. Okay, when we talk about the present simple, okay, when we talk about the present simple, we need, for example, an structure. I say, first of all, we have affirmative sentences. No, affirmative sentences. And for the affirmative sentences, that is very easy, okay? It's very easy. We need a pronoun, we need a verb, and also we need a complement. Pay attention. In English, you can see, let me see, you can see 7 pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Okay, those are the 7 pronouns. But you need to be careful here. Remember, you need to be careful in this part. Okay? Why, teacher? Why do you need to be careful? Because in this part, the verb is different. For example, I can say it, I can say play, I can, excuse me, I can say drink, I can say have, I can say, let me see, go, I can say read, and finally I can say listen. Okay? Now listen. In this case, be careful because this is called the third person. And in this tense, with the third person, you add letter S. But in some verbs, like have, is different because you transform this verb. In the third person, it says has. And here you say goes. Okay? Be careful. You can say drinks, eats, plays, reads, listens, no? In the case of the third person. But with some verbs like have and go, is has and go. And finally, you need a complement. For example, I eat ceviche. You play the piano. Okay? He drinks. Okay, he drinks what, class? He drinks could be milk and coffee. Yeah, that's right, milk and coffee. She has, ah, she has, let me see, she has a new car. It goes, it goes around the park. Yeah, we read, we read a book. They listen to music. So this is the idea, no? This is the idea. A pronoun, verb, and complement. But once again, be careful here. Okay, for example, here I can say irregular verbs. Irregular verbs in the simple present. Teacher, irregular verb in the simple present? Yes, of course. For example, let's see. Here I'm going to draw a square. Okay, to a square. For example, have. If I say have, in the third person is has. Okay, is has. If I say, for example, go, in the third person, goes. If I say do, because do is also a verb, in the third person is does. For example, if I say, says. Okay, says. There is another one, let me remember. Have, go, do, say. Okay, I don't remember in this moment, but if there is another one, we can add here. Okay, so when you use the pronouns I, you, we, or they, here is no problem. But when you use the third person, this is the problem. So be careful. Now let's continue. We have affirmative. Now we continue with negative sentences. In negative sentences, okay, let me see. In negative sentences, we're going to use one more time squares, no? Like this. In this case, we're going to use 4 squares. The pronoun, the verb, and finally the complement. Hey teacher, but what happened in this square? Aha! In these squares, you use the auxiliary, you use the auxiliary in negative form. Teacher, the auxiliary in negative form? Yes, don't remember? Don't and doesn't. Those are the auxiliary in negative form. Don't and doesn't. Aha, don't and doesn't. Yeah, to remember. Okay, remember 7 pronouns. Okay, 7 pronouns. I, you, it's not here, it's here. You, he, she, it, we, and finally they. Listen, focus on this part. Okay, focus on this part. Because remember, that is called the third person. Aha! And in the third person, let's see the chat. Sorry, let's see the box. Here is the third person. No? Here is the third person. Aha! In negative form, doesn't, and doesn't. He doesn't, she doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, that is the negative form. And for the others, say don't. No, don't. And finally here, don't and don't. Teacher, that's all? Yes, of course. Listen, I don't. No, I don't. You don't. He doesn't. She doesn't. It doesn't. We don't. And finally, they don't. And here, you continue with the verbs. Remember those verbs? Yes, teacher. Perfect. Let's copy and paste. No, copy and paste here. So, but there is a difference here. So pay attention. In this case, this is the third person. But now we are using the auxiliary doesn't. So when we use the auxiliary, letter S is not necessary, or the verb goes normal. Okay, normal. I don't eat. You don't play. He doesn't drink. She doesn't drink. Sorry, she doesn't have. It doesn't go. We don't read. And they don't listen. And it's very similar to the first part. Okay? Perfect. Now let's continue. Affirmative, negative questions. Okay, for the questions, it's kind of similar. Okay, let's continue. It's kind of similar, but what is the difference? The pronoun and the verb be change position. They move. Okay, they move. Excuse me. I repeat. In the question, the pronoun is in the second place. No, here. It's like this. I'm going to copy this. No, I'm going to copy this. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to copy this, but I'm going to put it here. No, here in the, excuse me, in the second place. Let me see once again. I'm going to no, and here I'm going to paste this. Let me see here. I'm going to paste this. Pronoun, verb, and complement. Teacher, and what happened at the beginning? At the beginning, we write the auxiliar. The auxiliar? Yes. So in the case of I, do I eat ceviche? But we're going to add here a question mark. The second one is do you? Okay, do you? Remember here is does. Teacher in negative? No, in affirmative. Okay, does do, and finally do. Okay, y finalmente do. And this is very easy. Okay, this is very easy. I'm going to divide this in two. Much better. To music. So, teacher, and what happened here? Easy. What do we need first? To add question mark. Question mark here. Question mark here. And here. And here. And here. And also here. Do I eat ceviche? Do you play the piano? Does he drinks? Aha! Here there is a mistake. Okay, it's the third person. But like here, you don't write letter S. No? Because because you're using the auxiliary. So in this case, does he drink? Has? No. Have? Goes? No. Impossible. Go. Read and listen. Okay, listen. Do I eat ceviche? Do you play the piano? Does he drink milk and coffee? Does she have a new car? Does it go around the park? No. Do we read a book? Do they listen to music? Excellent. Excellent. That's the idea. Okay, that's the idea. Now, let's see here. Do you play the piano? So, in this case, you have two possible answers. You can say yes. Excuse me. You can say yes. Or you can say no. Yes, I do. Or you can say no, I don't. It depends. If your answer is affirmative, you can say yes, I do. But if your answer is negative, you say no, I don't. You use only one, not two. Okay? Now let's see. Uh, does she have a new car? You have two possible answers once again. You can say yes, but in this case you don't say yes I do. Yes, yes she does. Okay. Or no, she doesn't. Okay, that's the idea. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Teacher, and the question is, does he drink milk and coffee? Okay, yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Teacher, and what about, does it go around the park? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Teacher, do they listen to music? Yes, they do. Or you can say, no, they don't. It depends of your answer, okay? It's not necessary to copy both, only just one. And this is the present simple. Now, here also we have the present continuous. We use the present continuous to talk about actions in progress at the time of speaking or around the time. Action in progress. In the first part, we talk about facts, habits, and routines. But now in progress. For example, in this moment, I am teaching English. It's in progress in this moment. No, I'm recording my video. I'm teaching English. No, for example, Sylvia is driving to work this week. So during this week, she's driving to work. I'm working on my school project at the moment. No, in this case, there are keywords or key phrases at the moment. We form the affirmative with the subject or pronoun, be, verb, and ing. Okay, also you can use a complement if that is necessary. For example, I'm reading a book. They're listening, yes, they're listening to music. For example, we form the negative with be not plus verb plus ing. Not is usually contracted. Okay, you can say you are not listening, but in real life it's not common. You use a contraction. So you aren't is the right answer. You can say she is not, but it's not common, I say. So she isn't. You aren't listening, she isn't sleeping. The only case that is not contracted is I am not. Okay, I am not is not contracted. The others, it's possible. Okay, we form questions with be, subject, a verb, ing. Okay, listen. When we use a question, you can say, is Anna doing her homework? No, remember, in the affirmative, was Sylvia, was I, or they. But in question, first is the verb be, and then is the pronoun. Is Anna doing her homework? And here you have two possible answers. You can say, yes, Anna is, or yes, she is. No, one positive answer or the negative. No, she isn't, or no, Anna isn't. It depends on you. And also you can create a information question. No, information question. Yes, because in this kind of questions, you need to give a sentence. No, in this case, say yes, no. But here it says, where are they shopping? Yes, they are shopping in Mega Plaza, for example. Or yes, they are shopping in the market. No, for example, I don't know what's the name of this market. Uh, Swain, no? Yes, they are shopping at Swain. Oh, what book is he reading? Ah, he's reading a Harry Potter book. No, a Harry Potter book. So giving extra information. no, giving extra information. So here I have, for example, uh, an activity. So this activity is very easy, but what's the idea? So you have to complete, but you need to be careful if that is a simple present or present continuous, because one word can change the idea. No, remember, in the case of the present simple, it's about habits, it's about facts, no? In the case of the present continuous, it's about an action that is in progress. Remember, an action that is in progress. For example, look at this keyword, at the moment. So in this moment is happening this. Hello, it's a question. Okay, hello, are you, no, are you doing anything at the moment? So remember, when you use at the moment, it's continuous. Okay, right now. So look, right now it's another expression for present continuous. Ah, okay. Right now, I am looking after. No, my brother. What is look after? Cuidar. Estoy cuidando, ¿no? Looking after my brother. Why? No? What time? In the case of what time refers to schedules. And also schedules are with present simple. Okay? So, what time your mother? Ah, my mother is a girl. So does she or does, no, does your mom get, let me see, get home? What time does your mom get home? She, and here, look, every Tuesday is like a schedule, or could be like a routine. Ah, routine is for the present simple. She work. But remember, in the third person, works. She works late every Thursday, I'm sorry. So, at about 7:30, why? And here continues. That new comedy film at the cinema in town. So, it's happening in this time. So, they are showing, no, are showing that new comedy film at the cinema in town. It here is an schedule. Starts. Remember, at 8:30. My sister and I about going. So we're thinking. My sister and I are thinking. Okay, thinking about going. And here there is a question. Have you ever listened the verb wanting? No, it doesn't exist. So no ing, no. Do, excuse me, with capital L, want, do you want to go? Sorry, do you want to come with us? So, class, you need to be careful with those phrases, no? At the moment, right now, or now maybe, now it's a possibility. When you say what time, okay, remember this form. She works every Saturday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every month, every year, okay? They are showing that new comedy film at the cinema. So it's happening now. It's in progress. Okay, let's see the answers. 1, 2, 3. That's the idea. Okay, boys? So, The idea is to use the present simple and present continuous in a correctly way. Okay, in a correctly way. You can take notes if that is necessary. I'm going to continue. Also, to finish, you can just add the frequency. But the adverb of frequency works with the present simple. So be careful. No, be careful. If I use adverb of frequency with present simple, not with continuous. Teacher, and with continue, how that there is something? Yes, of course. But let's see. Always, often, usually, sometimes, hardly ever, or never are adverb of frequency. And they use always between the verb and the pronoun. For example, it hardly ever snows here. The pronoun and the verb. There are often snowstorms in the winter. There are often. In the case of the verb to be, always go after the verb be. Be careful. You don't say there often are. No, 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 no. There are often. When there is no verb be, between the pronoun and the verb. Often, sometimes, and usually can also come at the beginning of the sentence. Well, I'm going to be sincere with you. When I studied, my teacher told me only sometimes. Okay, but the book says usually, sometimes, and often. No, so for me, sometimes. That's my advice. No, here it says sometimes my family and I have barbecues. Or you can say, my family and I sometimes have barbecues. Both sentences are right. Okay? Let's see. We just add the frequency always, often, and hardly ever with a present simple. Okay? So in this case, with the present simple. And we use at the moment and now with the present continuous. This is your keyword. At the moment and now present continuous. For example, my dad often plays computer games with me. Often, present, simple. My mom is running at the moment. My mom is running. This activity is in progress. Okay, it's in progress. Okay, now let's see. Let's do this activity. Okay, let's do this activity. For example, write the words in the correct order. No, it's what you learn. Theo never washes the car. Here, they hardly, okay, hardly ever, watch TV. Okay, sometimes, okay. Could be, remember you have two choices. You can use sometimes at the beginning or between the pronoun and the verb. But sometimes it's in a small letter, so it's in the middle. Okay, I sometimes, okay, that's good. I sometimes, but remember, it's so I am sometimes, late for school. And here, you, with capital letter, you always, what? Get good marks in exams. Okay, let's continue. We usually, play, football on Wednesday. And the last one. Okay, she helps me with my homework. Now let's see if that's okay. Maybe I can make mistakes. Okay, I'm human. Human make mistakes. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3. What's the problem? What's the problem? I told you I can make mistakes. Okay, analyze the sentences. Analyze. Have you find a mistake? Yes or no? There are 3 mistakes, 3 corrects and 3 incorrects. Okay, I told you. I'm human and human make mistakes. So, it's time for you to analyze those sentences. Okay. Let's see. Number 3. I'm sometimes late for school. What's the problem? I'm sometimes late for school. Or for example, we usually play football on Wednesday. We usually play football on Wednesday. Or she helps me with my homework. Now let's see. One more time. Okay, I am sometimes late for school. Maybe I do this, no, a space, and that could be the mistake. Okay, we usually play football on Wednesday. Yeah, and the last one, she often, she often helps me with my homework. Now let's see if they're okay. 1, 2, 3. What happened here? We should play football. Okay, I forgot one L. On Wednesday. Now let's see. No, only one L. And here is the answer. But remember, you need to be careful when you do this activity, okay? Well, class, I'm going to leave you a formulario, okay, in which you are going to do an activity for this week. So hope you like this video. No, this is all for now. See you next class. Bye bye.